We're gonna help you to. Right. Remember. Yeah, it's all safe.
Sorry?
It's all good. Ready? So you're off the rock. Remember, slightly sit forward, lean above the spray deck. That's it. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, much difference. Cool. 25 miles to go. Okay, how are we doing for time? 6:26, not bad.
6:28.
You okay?
Cool.
Thank you. Yeah, it looks much easier today as well. Look at that. This wee mist appeared. It's great, absolutely epic. Cool, let's do it. That's alright. Yeah? Better place, put it behind your buoyancy aid. This way it's gonna stay dry. If it, yeah, and warm. Yeah. Yeah. Cool, it's 6:30 in the morning. If you want to just make a couple strokes forwards, I'm gonna push your rudder in the water. So yeah, keep going forwards, keep going forwards. Okay, it's in the water. It is hugely important that you have a practice in the exactly kit you're gonna use. It's important that you practice in exactly the same kit that you're gonna use on the day of the challenge. You're not too cold. If you're gonna start feeling that you're over sweating as well, let me know. We're gonna stop to change the layers. Because yeah, it's the sweat in the paddle sport where you're losing your water throughout the body, throughout the sweat, and you're becoming dehydrated. If you're sweating a lot in water sports, you just dehydrate a lot. Despite you're surrounded by water, you can really easily dehydrate yourself when you're kayaking, which is surprised by many. Look at this. That's a great start of the day, Jamie. I'm doing it for 15 years and that still amazes me. Absolutely. Can you see the castle on the right? To your right hand side. So before Ben Nevis, obviously you did it for your charity as well, which was a great achievement. Did you do any challenges before that? A what? Oh, okay, in Spain did you say? Nice. How long did it take you that? 6. Great. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. So how did you get involved with the charity in the first place? Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. Cool. Nice one. That's very good. Well done for your motivation and your achievement so far. So let's add another one to the list today. Okay, that's evolution for us. If I would give you an option.
I can feel now blood going into my foot. I can feel
Good.
now.
Yeah. So the same. If I will give you it's still good work. Yeah, it's not gonna last all the way. Remember. So do you have spare batteries?
5, yeah, but
Batteries.
yeah, I've got loads in here.
Cool.
It does go. Yeah.
So you want to carry on rolling it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
We'll just make a noise and just swap it.
Sure.
I feel now. I feel like as if my foot's having a drink.
Yeah.
Can you understand that feeling?
Yeah.
It feels like now there's blood going to my foot.
So the reason that happens,
It's not my training.
no, it is lack of stretching in such position. So if I will ask you to go and sit on the floor without any backrest, okay, imagine, we cannot create it, but imagine how you're gonna sit, okay? If I will ask you to sit there for an hour, okay, you're gonna start leaning back and leaning back and leaning back. Okay, because your body wants to be in the straight line. Now in a kayak, we're not sitting in the straight line. You're bracing 90 degrees. It's not natural. It is something which you have to train. And because it's not natural, that means your groups of muscles are pressing stronger against the exactly, and veins and everything else. That's why the flow of the circulation is slightly lesser.
Because what? Because I'm in the position like this,
Uh-huh.
in a stretching position, and I'm probably is it my glutes as well? Is it pushing? No.
Yeah, absolutely everything.
Well, 'cause
Absolutely
yeah,
everything.
but that
So-
was just going down the back of my hamstring, isn't it? No, I don't know.
No, but everything, it depends, you know, all comes from your core body
Yeah.
and transferred through your pelvis down to your legs.
Yeah.
Okay, and because we're pressing down on the pelvis and we're pressing down on the
Oh, yeah,
belly,
push on the side there.
exactly.
Oh, yeah, 'cause that's why some
That's
people,
where we're blocking
when I
it.
do sports massage, well, people have the side there.
Yeah.
Sometimes have God.
It's 7:25, and we're about over here. That's where we started.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we did 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 kilometers, which is very good
5 kilometers.
in an hour. That's
How
very good.
many miles are like?
So it is about 3.5 miles.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah, 3.5 to 4
miles.
miles. That's very good in an hour. Less than an hour, by the way. So we weigh on. I said if we're gonna maintain 2 miles an hour, we're gonna be happy. We're doing 3.5. We're doing twice as much. Yeah,
Twice
go
as
on.
much.
Push it back. That's it. Yeah.
Should I take this off now? I felt a bit warm. I was when I was.
So if you want to take it off, where are you gonna put your jumper?
Exactly.
Okay. So your handbag, your handy bag, which is behind your back, will be the best one for it.
Yeah.
So
So I was
you've
getting
got
a
two
bit warm
options.
when I was coming
You've
out.
got two options. You can take the spray deck off, and you can go and change on the shore.
Spray deck.
Yeah, that's a spray deck.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So basically, you can get change on the shore,
Yeah.
and repack your bag, or you can do it on the water. It's easier on the shore.
What to do on the show? You think?
It's easier. You don't have to.
My leg's better. Why is my leg better now?
Why? Because we gave that a bit more relaxation and you moved it around. So basically, anytime you're gonna start feeling cramp in your legs,
Yeah.
okay, just press on the leg or move it to the middle and just relax it and move it a bit and then bring it back on the footrest.
Yeah, I was getting hot with this on as well. With that thing on. What should I do? You think I should take the?
You can take the waterproof off if you want, if you're sweating too much, yeah?
Where should I put it?
Okay, so don't drop your buoyancy in the water. It's you who's gonna be paddling in it. So if you're gonna make it wet, you're gonna be sitting in the water. Put it on my paddle, on my boat.
I think I should take this to the Vesperon thing.
I think so, at the moment.
It's too cold, no?
You think you're gonna get cold?
I wonder if I stay still, but if I keep. If we don't change it. Vesperon, it's a bit warm.
You have to take it off anyway to get to the bottom layer.
For some reason I thought I was getting warm. Where should I put it?
Okay, take it off first. And don't drop it into the water by accident. Fold it in, fold it nicely. Don't drop your sleeves in the water. So, do you want to stay in this top?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So- Yeah,
maybe this
fold
will
it.
keep the heat
Watch
in.
out, Jamie, for all the sleeves. Because if you're gonna scoop the sleeve in the water, you've got all the water inside your jacket.
Okay, sorry.
So yeah, fold it as small as you can. And I can chuck it at the back of the boat into one of the hatches.
So do this maybe down here.
No, that will stay. Your hat will stay with you as it was behind the buoyancy aid. No. Just leave it there. Put the buoyancy aid on, and then you're gonna stuff your hat again.
Maybe take a picture when I go say on the thing that my body heat should
Yeah. Warms up more. So your jacket is in your hatch at the back. Just locking it away. you have your GoPro on your Ben Nevis trip as well? Cool. And then is it you who's gonna do editing of it, or is it somebody else?
Oh, me.
Cool. Cool. Did you put your hat behind the buoyancy aid? Nice one. So if you're gonna start getting cold, firstly, can you see how I lifted the sleeves up?
Yeah.
Do so as well.
I get cold.
So roll it up, and I will explain why.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so because when you're paddling, this part gets wet.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if this part is with your sleeve, then this water will start dripping and start dripping and start dripping, and then going into your spine. I'm gonna get you really cold. So yeah, you are slightly more cold, but only this much. Come on, really.
Okay.
You pretty much can get over it.
Okay.
And skin is much more waterproof than your clothes.
Okay.
Okay. If you're gonna start getting cold, firstly, don't just paddle faster. Just put the hat on.
Okay.
Okay. If that's still not working, then we're gonna stop and we're gonna take this layer off, and we're gonna put the waterproof jacket on.
What if I get cold?
Yeah, if you're gonna maintain getting cold, okay? But what is the most important, Jamie, that throughout the trip, if you start getting cold, say it.
Okay, yeah.
Don't try to get over it, okay? Even if we don't have to do any action with it, just say, Piotr, I'm starting getting cold. I don't need anything else, but I'm just letting you know. This way we can monitor it,
Okay.
rather than go into the drastic moment and then
Okay.
just gonna crash because you're too cold. Okay? So you can use your paddle from the of the bottom of the loch. That's it. Push it gently. Yeah, just very gently, because you do have a fragile boat and expensive and super light. That's it. Very gently nudge it out. Hey. And we're going. It's recording.
Take two.
Batteries do last less in the cold environment than in the warm environment. More deceptive is what we see.
Big the venue.
Yeah. Because of the glow and reflection from the water and the sun. That's why it's confusing. That's why it's very easy. Oh, I'm gonna just go in the straight line. It's much easier because we will have to go around the big bends. Okay? But no, we find in a small distances checkpoints, and we're taking checkpoint along the way. That doesn't mean we have to. Yeah. Yeah. So our next checkpoint is the castle. Okay? You have to keep on any big lakes, lochs, and the sea. Yeah, exactly. So we've got boat. Can you see behind the boat? There's a wave. Okay, that's why we try to avoid it. Wave like that will capsize us.
A wave like that.
Yeah. So we want to stay together.
So the sun on here can cause confusion. It makes it
It doesn't have to be sun glowing in the sky. Basically, water reflection causes the confusion. Push on your right foot, buddy. Push on your right foot. Okay. Already kayak terrain is right. Okay. So we're gonna use a short checkpoint. That doesn't mean we have to land on the beach on it, but we have to follow those checkpoints. And our next checkpoint is crazy, isn't it?
Oh yeah, because when we first pulled up to sort my leg out,
Yeah.
that was probably maybe how far was that away?
From the start.
Yeah.
7k, 8k.
That felt like it felt like it was closer than it was. But it
Yeah. Yeah.
because when I was trying to get in, it seemed like quite a long time. Because that felt to me close. I felt like we were closer than we were, but it wasn't, was it?
No, indeed. So yeah. Absolutely. So that's why we're taking our safety precautions, and we're gonna stick to the one shore. We're gonna stick to the right shore. We made the decision today because of the weather, which is predicted for the day, and we've got a number of different checkpoints we're gonna be always aiming at. Otherwise, it's very easy to just start drifting away and drifting in the wrong direction for some time. If it's a short trip, it doesn't matter, but if it's such a long trip, today we've got 25 miles to cover, over 25 miles. The reason it's over because at the beginning we were doing lots of zigzagging. So our first checkpoint was the beach where we, took the jumper off. The castle is our second checkpoint. So keep paddling. Keep aiming at the castle, Jamie. It's gonna be a little bit of wobble, but it's okay. Hey, well done. Good. Yeah, you can surf it. Yeah. Cool, well done. That's very good. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, so today we're very fortunate with the conditions because, as I said, only 2 days ago, this place was like a hell. Yeah. You also still have to know the limits. What is one of the most important things, which is very often forgotten, that as any person, leader or not, when you're going in the bad weather, you have to know your limits. And you have to be man enough, serious enough to say no when it's too far. And many people don't. Many people in their lives, they just want to push it because they want to achieve it by any means. And that's where people die. Absolutely. And you have to face the, 80% of my big expeditions changed. 80%. So we maybe never finished it, or we did a different route than we planned, because you have to take into consideration all these things, and you have to make the decision. Often this decision is, no, we're not gonna complete the top, we're not gonna finish it, but how you live with it is also hugely achievable. It is achievement of their own. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm still a very happy person, despite there's many mountains I was trying to climb, and last minute I had to stop because the weather was turning to super bad, and I would never come back home to tell the story. So what's the point? The same on the sea, or yeah. Absolutely, and despite Scotland doesn't have the biggest mountains in the world, it's opposite. the Scottish mountains, for example, are not the biggest in the world, but the weather changes here so quickly that you have to have good knowledge and good moment in your life when you're looking at the weather and you're saying, you know what, this is beyond my capabilities, or it is more than my group can handle. Achieving the top, or reaching the finish line, it is not the most important thing in life. What is more important, to achieve it with the same ethos you started it for. So if you're doing something like this, like we're doing kayaking today, to make a big challenge, hopefully it's because you also want to be around the nature, you want to enjoy the outdoors, you want the challenge. But if you want a fitness challenge, you could just sit in the gym in Southampton and just keep rowing on a rowing machine for 10 hours. But that's not the same as coming to Scotland, to the biggest lake in Britain, isn't it? But what if in the last 2 kilometers we will have a big lightning storm? What we're gonna do? Are we gonna carry on? Or we're gonna stop and potentially finish there? But stopping and not doing it till the finish line, would that be any less achievement for us overall? Would your sponsors be any less happy? If they would, they are very immature people. If you would not finish because the weather has broken down, okay, in the last 2 kilometers, so you were 2k away from the big success, yeah? Because the big lightning storm comes in. And you're showing the report to your colleagues, to your friends, to your family, to your sponsors. And if any of them will feel that, oh, you disappointed us, Jamie, you didn't do the challenge. You let it down everyone. That's completely bonkers. Absolutely. If you've got a good reason for changing the plans, not finishing to the agreed location, exactly, that's the best part of the real that's the best part, I would say, of any expedition. That makes a real adventure, that makes a real trip, real expedition, real decisions. Uh-huh. Absolutely. And it's hugely important because now these lessons you have learned on the days like these
That's what makes it an adventure.
absolutely makes it much more adventurous, you know, and makes it a real, because that's what the expeditions are about. Absolutely. You know, we're not doing even today a trip which everybody can just sit and go. They can start it, but I don't think they're gonna finish. So yeah, it is a hard challenge. And it is a very difficult skill to have, to make the right decisions in the right time, under the influence of stress, peer pressure, group pressure and expectations from you, you know. Because you think that you have to deliver it. So people often are afraid of saying no or stopping earlier. If somebody sponsors you to go to Mount Everest, okay, one day, and you're not gonna achieve it to the top, or sorry, because somebody's sponsoring you, many people feel that they must achieve the top by every cost. But this cost could be their own lives. That's not worth it. Or lives of others, or injury of others, you know. I've been on many expeditions, as I said, where I turned back and went home and said, you know what, today it wasn't my day. The weather was too strong, the current was too big, and it's just not possible. And I'm very happy about it. Indeed. You're becoming, yeah. Yes. And that's a life skill, you know. So yeah, that's the remains of the old castle. Yeah, we will, don't worry, don't panic. Okay.
You see the castle there?
Yep.
That's the half, the 30%.
Oh, we did over now. That was passing the other islands, 33%. Oh. Yeah, paddle forwards, buddy. Go forwards. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that looks absolutely epic with these clouds. Seriously, you're gonna be looking at these photos. You're gonna love it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so that's how much water can also differ. Can you see the white rocks? Can you see the white rocks? So you can see till the white rocks is quite black. That's how much water level can change in the loch. Yeah. Quite cool. Epic castle, isn't it? Epic castle. Now you can see to stay away from the trees, right? absolutely great when it's so calm, isn't it? You know how often that happens? Maybe twice a year. That's it. Yeah. You know, if you like, it can happen more, but this is epic. That's what. But it will be much more windy in the afternoon. That's why I'm pleased that you were up for getting up in the morning to capture this calm weather. Usually in Scotland, calm weather is in the morning rather than in the afternoons. Just here, make it easy. It's quite shallow here. Yep. These rocks are very slippery, okay? Be careful. Let go my kayak. Yep. 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 I don't know, somebody private summer house. Say it again. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, so that's clean to drink. This would be clean to drink. Look this way. Jamie? Nice one. Let me come closer as well. Yeah, so that will be super clean to drink.
A minute, yeah?
Yeah. Whew. Well done, Jamie. We're doing really well. It's 1:30. We started 7 hours ago. We've got less than an hour to go. That was the plan, and that 10-hour plan would be a good plan. So making any less than that is absolutely marvelous. For your break, do you have to get on the shore? You're just gonna stretch here? Sorry? Okay, let's slow down for a second. Let's raft up and let's top up on water. Okay? Nah. If you don't need it, let's don't bother. Waste of time. Unless you really, really need it. Good. Push your left foot. Left foot. Can you feel which direction we're going now? We're going backwards, aren't we? Because we're going to carry on going this way, but look how much to the left now is miles and miles and miles, and it goes all the way behind the corner. Much stronger wind. Whew. Yes, well done. It's like crossing the river. We on purposely ask us to stop there, so we're gonna drift here rather than stop. It was on purpose chosen to stop there, so we're gonna drift whilst we're having a break to the place we wanted to go, rather than stop where the fishing boat is, and we ended up on the far right shore and then fight against the wind. So now that's a tactical. So looking to your left, the loch is long for miles and miles and miles. Looking at your left, the loch is much longer, it's now long for miles. That's why these waves are much bigger now, because the wind picks it up for longer. No, we're not stopping at this moment, Jamie. Yes, this is the moment when you stop in the middle of the motorway and you're hoping there is no cars coming. I don't do things like that. It's like standing on the edge of the cliff on the windy day and hoping nobody will push you. We got it on the video, that's good enough, mate. Exactly. So keep looking at the big tree, Jamie. Look at the big tree. Keep just focusing on the big tree only. That's it. Push on your right foot, mate. That's it. Yep. Just keep looking at the big tree on the island. That's where we're going. We're nearly there anyway. Yep. That's it. Keep it moving. We're getting closer and closer with every stroke. And yeah, we're much faster because we're going with different wind. Because we've got a different wind direction now. So yes. Yeah, keep going towards the big tree, just keep looking at it. Good, keep the direction. Nice one. Yeah, kinda. Excellent, we're not far off now. Keep the course on the big tree. We're not far off to the island, which is a good thing. Yeah. That's it, keep it moving, nice one. Just look at the tree, aim at it, and keep this track. Nice one, Jamie. That's good. Keep it moving, look just ahead, not sideways, only ahead. Yeah, keep going for a second, Jamie. We're gonna talk in the calm weather. And now relax the tempo, okay? Well done. That was the hardest part of the whole trip. We did a very big crossing. If the weather would be any rougher, any stronger wind, we would not make it. We will be staying close to the shore. Yeah. Yep. Just in case we have to stop and finish. So that was very good. Well done. You should be very proud of yourself. So it's gonna get easier, but it's not gonna be easy. Okay. Push your right foot. Look at this. It's gonna get easier, but it's not gonna get easy. The reason being that we're getting much more tired. It's much easier to lose the focus for a split second and you're going in the water. Okay. And after 20 odd miles, you don't want to do that. Of course, absolutely. It's standard sports science. Sports science, knowledge. It's not a hidden knowledge that people relaxing too quickly, and they're failing massively. Yeah, go for it. Be quick. Be quick. Yeah. Yeah, turn left slightly, Jamie. Nice one. Yep. Yeah. It's another castle. It is another castle. I know, it's amazing, isn't it? It's because there were a number of different clans, Scottish clans, who were having split land around here. And they were very wealthy. Yeah, there still are. Clans do exist till now. Yeah. I know. Yeah. It depends on who, Jamie. If it will be somebody who doesn't do it on the daily basis, yes. But there are people who swim in the cold waters all the time, don't they? Yeah. Apparently it's very good for your health. Right. Let's push the last leg, mate. We've got 3 kilometers to go. As I said, it's not easy. So don't relax, but it's gonna be much easier than this big crossing with it, okay? So right foot. Let's stick together for the final leg. We've got 1.5 miles to go. That's it. Yep. Yeah, this is the island on our left, and we're gonna turn left. Yeah, and now hard left. Yes. Oh, almost. Yeah. Nearly there. Yes. Yeah. Winner, well done. Woo! 8 hours. 8 hours, including an hour for a stop. Stops. Very good, well done. Right, Jamie, if you can get the boat out of the water, trust me, I want to get out too. If you can help Neil as well. Yeah. It's absolutely perfect, mate. Oh yeah. I just could do it back now. I'm joking. It was a big day. It was a big day. Well done. If you can just give a hand to Neil to lift the boat, so he's not gonna injure himself, mate. Yes, serious winds, sideways waves. Yeah, very serious crossing with it. Really serious. Jamie said, "Oh, can we stop here and take a photo?" I said, "No way, mate. We going." Yeah. Absolutely, really big crossing, really strong side wind. It was crazy. So he got at last understanding how it would be here last week. And it will be much bigger. So it was only a foot waves, you know, but last week was much more than that. Yeah, so yeah, quite funny. Well done, Jamie, well done. Way before time, it's only 2:30. Whoa, got a cramp in my hand. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.